Hi everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining me. To those who are new, my name is Milou. I was born clairvoyant, which means I don't use any tools to read. I am also a psychic and a medium. And I would like to say thank you to Greeter, Noel, Pat, Linda, for your help, and Cappy's mom for your help whenever you can give it to me, whether you are here or not. I want to say thank you. And also today is Tuesday, so I only have one session. And also, if you are new to the channel and you like the channel, please subscribe. And also tap on the bell in order for you to be notified when I'm online or when I post a video. I have been trying so hard to get my that bounty, the Russian bounty on top of on our soldiers off my mind. I can't get rid of it. It feels like to me there's a lot more that we are not aware of that are to come to light. It feels like to me intuitively. And a lot of people in this administration, I predicted this a while back, but it's becoming, it feels like to me more obvious. Well, because I'm an intuitive and I am touching with the energy of the people behind the scene in the Trump administration. A lot of people are getting more uncomfortable by the day, as you know, as time goes by, because a lot of them are being labeled. I mean, a bunch of them, but it feels like to me if they worked for Trump, in a sense, they are being labeled as, grade C type of people. Okay, they are not very good. And right now, some of them are trying to figure out what their next move is going to be, because it's becoming, or it has become obvious to at least most of them, that this administration is winding down. There is a lot of worry behind the scenes. And at first they thought they had it made, they work in the White House and blah, 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 all the perks that comes along with having a stint at the White House, but it doesn't seem to be working that way with a lot of them, because people who used to work with them who left the administration, having that on their resume has not helped them very much, unless you can land a job at Breitbart or something like that. And a lot of them, it feels like to me that that's not where they want to be. So it feels like to me there are a lot of people behind the scenes, not only worried about their careers, long-term effect, the negative effect this is going to have on them, because a lot of them are young, or at least they have another 10 plus years to in the work to work before they can retire. So people are going to be doing some desperate things. People behind the scenes, it feels like to me, anything in order for them to save their skin. And that includes betraying Trump and his family. And that's another thing I feel we have not heard much about. I think Mary's book is going to take care of that, about the Trump kids and how people behind the scenes feel about them. Intuitively, I feel when this is over, this is not going to be good. And you know what? I read something, I believe it was the Washington Post, written by one of the journalists who basically blew Watergate wide open. Carl Bernstein, I believe, is the one who wrote it. It was in the Washington Post. And they were talking about Ivanka and Kushner. And these people, like I've been saying, I guess I was right. They're not very bright, and they were. Everyone around them were kind of surprised at their behavior towards Trump. Instead of concentrating on the subject that their father discussed, they were instead, paying attention to the fake congratulatory words from either from Putin or whoever other dictators that he talks to. The picture that's going to come out, that's my prediction, that's why I'm bringing this up, is not going to be very flattering for these people. And yes, Kushner and Ivanka will be held accountable. They're going to have problems with New York. That's one thing. But I feel like saying with the government as well, when this is over, like I've said before, there is some kind of entity that Congress is going to put together to investigate every little thing that happened during this administration. And Ivanka and Kushner, they are not going to come out very well at all. Well, really bad, they're going to come out. Because like I've said before, and they know I can't, well, I guess by now all of you know, I do the best I can, although I can't validate certain things, but I try not to embellish things or say things that are, so far-fetched it's untrue. But I feel Ivanka and Kushner have attempted to do things behind the scenes that were illegal. And I'm not talking only about the Khashoggi murder. I'm talking about government affairs of state, that they've put their fingers on, try to change things, doing things behind the scenes. I don't know how it works, so I can't give you details, but that's going to come out after Trump leaves office. I've said, and I believe I said it yesterday, what we are hearing is not even the tip of the iceberg about Trump. And there is, and also I have to bring this up because it's being shown to me. I'm repeating I'm going to repeat something I've said the past, at least 2 or 3 times already, how I get very nervous and really feeling very uncomfortable whenever I know Trump is going to meet Putin or when he talks to Putin. I'm never comfortable whenever that happens. And I read, I believe it was in the Washington Post yesterday, that when Trump talks to Putin and Erdogan and all these people, even his Republican buddies in the Senate would have to abandon him. You know what, guys? I'm going to say this. I can't prove it, but I'm sure at some point it's going to come out. Trump is going to pay for his arrogance. There is going to be somebody behind the scenes. I don't know where that person is from, how he or she is going to find out all the information. I don't know if you recall what was said at the beginning of the Trump administration when he started disrespecting the CIA and other intelligence agencies. There is something like that going on. Trump and his family, as I've been saying, they're not very bright. They thought they were going to be able to get away with anything. Somebody well connected, I don't know how, besides the bounty story that we know about, other misdeeds that Trump has committed while in office, like I just mentioned, documents that going to show some of Trump's behaviors. Some of them are coming out already about his behavior towards the lady in Germany. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce it, Merkel. I can't pronounce her name right now, but please forgive me. I'm a great fan of her. She's a very bright woman. Merkel, if I mispronounce it, but you know who I'm talking about, how he mistreated her. All those things are happening out of a vacuum. And I've said this before, people behind the scenes are tired of Trump and some of the things that he does and how he treats people. That's why also the most important thing here, it feels like to me, people in the intelligence community, they know also Trump is not good for the country. He has put the country at risk. Basically, it feels like to me that's the number one motivation. The rest is his arrogance, his kids' arrogance, the way they go out and disparage people. Those are secondary. But the primary reason, intuitively, I feel, more information is going to come out about Trump and his family is because he has put the country at great risk. And you know what? McConnell and his Republican buddies, they don't care. They're going to care in the next couple of weeks, intuitively, I feel, because Trump is going to, basically, I feel they are already there. They cannot defend Trump now. They are trying, putting lies together, changing their stories. It's not going to work. And that's what's going to force, and I predicted this over a year ago, they will abandon him. It's coming. It's going to be shocking, but I'll be having fun. Trump is going to be left to dangle by himself. I don't know exactly when this is going to happen, but I feel we are beginning to hear a little murmur behind the scenes, people, Republicans that is, in the Senate. In fact, to me, it's a big deal. This morning, one of the guys that, I forget his name, he's retiring this year. He's the one who said he intentionally or knowingly gave Trump, a pass during the impeachment. He knew Trump was guilty of everything they charged him with, but he went anyway and let him off the hook. He knew, although Trump was guilty. Lamar Alexander, that's who I'm talking about. This morning I saw him on TV pleading with Trump to wear a mask. When people, intuitively I feel, this is a big problem. When they are using this approach right now. It's only a beginning. It's baby step. They're trying to do something. I'm not fond of them. I think they deserve to be in the position they are in. Please do not misunderstand me. I don't feel bad for any of them. They deserve each other. But what I'm trying to say is, I feel I'm going to be right when I predicted they're going to abandon him. Because right now, Trump is so desperate. Intuitively, what I feel, when the type of people, if they want something, they can't have it, they'll destroy it. So, like the type of people, they are dating a woman, okay, and she wants to leave the relationship. Instead of saying, okay, it was nice knowing you, and you wipe your behind and you keep walking. Instead, they try to harm the person. That's Trump's behavior right now as we are speaking. He knows he can no longer be president again. So he's going to cause as much damage as he possibly can. That's the energy I'm getting around Trump right now. He doesn't care. That's why he retweeted that racist thing that the guy from Florida, from the villages, when he called white power. That's why he retweeted that. He knew it was wrong. And also, by the way, the White House lied. When they said they spent 3 hours trying to find Trump, they couldn't get in touch with him. Are they kidding me? The guy is not alone by himself on a field. It's a lie. They have the Secret Service with him. There's communication between the Secret Service and the Central Command and all the. I don't know if that's how they call them. I just say Central Command. I don't know. I don't know anything about those things, but there are a number of ways they can communicate with these people that could get Trump's attention. So that's not true. But the point I'm trying to make is Trump feels like he's losing, so he's going to burn the house. That's what I am getting now when I touch with Trump. And like I've always said, let Trump be Trump. And I've said, for a couple of months now, or at least over a month, he's going to keep doing self-destructive things. And what we are seeing right now is nothing yet. One more thing I feel he's going to try. He's doing it, but he's like going, like on the side when you're eating. When you're eating, the food is hot. You go on the side and try to work your way in. That's what he's trying to do right now to see how much he can get away with. What Trump would like to do, but he will fail. Intuitively, I feel, if he could motivate his supporters to basically kill people, he is killing people indirectly by letting the COVID, the virus take hold in this country, among other ways. So now, some of his statements, like when he retweeted the picture of the couple in Missouri, the guy with the rifle and his wife with the gun, intuitively I feel that's what Trump is trying to do, to incite his supporters, those people who go into, like when they went to Wisconsin, I believe, where the lady governor is, Whitmer. I'm sorry, I can't remember which, I don't get my states straight, but when they went into the Capitol, into the Congress in that state and brandished their weapon and started making noise, these type of people, that's who Trump is trying to incite. But they're going to fail. I don't feel these people will. Some of them are terrified now. Because I am not sure what's going on behind the scenes, but it seems like word went out that some of those guys, they better cool it. I don't understand how this works, but some of those groups have gotten the message. Be careful. That's what I am getting. But those are the type of people Trump is trying to incite to commit violence. Now he knows the military is not going to listen to him, and after this bounty thing, he can forget the military. That's, in fact, I don't know, but even if not only the military, ex-military as well. Okay, after this bounty thing came out, Trump is on an island by himself. Yes, McConnell is still trying to throw him a rope. I don't think the rope is long enough. And McConnell, too, will face the consequences of supporting Trump and allowing Trump to do everything Trump is doing. Now their goal is that they think they are going to be able to replace another judge on the Supreme Court. I can confuse time, but I don't think McConnell is going to have a chance. And this morning again, I was looking at the energy around McConnell. This guy is going to suffer a humiliation by the time this is over. It's going to be unbelievable, intuitively, I feel. Okay? I don't know how he's going to be humiliated, but it's going to have to be some of the things that he has done. And it's going to come from somewhere in the Senate. I don't know if it's the Senate floor, how it's going to happen, but it's going to be in public. McConnell will be left speechless. And it feels like to me it's going to have to do with Trump and some of his actions. I just heard before I came, McGrath is challenger, either one of those two. But you know something? For some reason, I never knew this young black gentleman was running against McGrath until about a week or two ago. I never saw him. So this morning I realized, I said, maybe that's why I never saw somebody running against McGrath. It's because she was going to win the primary. Because even when I do readings for people, love readings for people, if I don't describe the person that's currently in your life, I'm describing other people, forget it. This relationship is done. I've done that now a number of times. So it's the same thing. I feel that was the reason why I never saw that young gentleman. He could have done a pretty good job on McConnell as well. But I am hoping McGrath continues. Don't let her foot off the accelerator. And in fact, she should press it harder and knock this guy off, because she can, as long as she does not let go of the accelerator. And but yes, McConnell is in for an intense session of humiliation. That's another one of my predictions. As far as the Trump family, the same crazy story behind the scenes. They are worried about the book. They are worried Trump is they know things are not going to change going forward, and they know their father. Okay, he's self-destructive when he can't have his way, and they can't control him. So, because now the presidency went up to his head, he thinks he owns the world. He doesn't understand why 2/3 of this country can't stand him. So he's going to try to do something to teach you a lesson, since, from what I heard, he doubles down in everything. Let him double down. We're going to see how well that works for him soon. Okay. Let me see if I believe someone asked me a question. I want to... You know what I think? That new press secretary, McInerney, I wouldn't be surprised if she doesn't last very long. Within the next 2 months, she doesn't jump ship. Because I was looking at her the other day. It feels, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before yesterday. Intuitively, what I was getting from her is like she's tired. Okay? And she's having doubt that she's going to be able to continue in this position, because it's not her fault. You work for a liar. Every day you're going to have to lie. And it's not that something that she didn't know. She's very worried. Don't be surprised if she jumps ship. And someone asked me about my opinion of Justice Robert voting yesterday for the entire abortion thing. You know, Justice Robert, I believe I've said this before, he doesn't like Trump very much. If there is a way he can vote with the liberal side of the court, but as long as it's, if there is legal cover for him, he'll do it. If it's within, how he goes about interpreting the text of the law, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I'm repeating about after other people. He will vote with the liberal team. And it's not because he wants to give anything away, it's because he thinks Trump is arrogant. That's the word I'm hearing. Too arrogant. He does not respect anyone or anything. And and you know what? That bounty thing is playing big on Robert's mind. So it's not because he wants to vote with the liberal or if he can find a way to, no. This guy does not feel Trump is in the best interest of the country. So the other four justices can vote for Trump or whatever Trump puts in front of them or whatever situation, case that Trump has in front of them. I feel like saying, Robert, if he can, he will vote with the liberal side. That's why I feel there's a very good chance we will see Trump's taxes. Okay, now I will answer everyone's questions if you have any. I have not looked at the screen, so I don't know. Let's see. What about Lindsey Graham? Let me see. I forget who asked that. Justice for Aaron. I feel there is a very good chance Jamie can beat Lindsey. Last time I heard was about a week or so ago. I heard they were neck and neck. So, and I've been saying this for a while, and it feels like Jamie is not afraid. He's going out he's taking Graham on. I wouldn't be surprised. Don't be surprised if it's close, okay? But he's doing a very good job at calling out Graham for who Graham is and showing that Graham is not in the best interest of South Carolina, I believe he's from. So I am going towards Jamie. That's what I feel. Okay. Yes, Sandra Peterson, congratulations to Amy on her winning. Let's hope she'll win over Mitch in November. Believe me, I'm hoping. But yes, she's going to do a pretty good job. But that gentleman, I feel, it's unfortunate. I mean, I love both of them. I think they're both great. But for some reason, there is a little something about him. I think he would, I'm sure McGrath can as well. But there is something about that guy. Hakeem Jeffrey, he reminds me of Hakeem Jeffrey. I hope McGrath, can step up. Just don't let McConnell bully her. Because this guy, for some reason, I feel he would have put McConnell on the defensive and keep him on the defensive. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed. McGrath, that's why I keep saying I hope McGrath doesn't give me a Hillary. Just be nice. You can't be nice with these people. That's my fear. But other than that, yeah, she's pretty good. Well, she's been doing a fantastic job so far anyway. All right. Okay, I'm scrolling up looking for questions. Let's see. Linda says this should be the very last straw with Trump because Trump should be tried for high treason, then hanged till that is dead. I agree with you. The soldier thing irks me so bad. I mean, this guy is so arrogant. It is because, he feels like Trump's mentality is like he doesn't have to do any work. He deserves to be where he is at. He's doing us a favor. He's running the government. He's letting his son-in-law and his daughter do the work. That's why he has Kushner in charge of 10,000 different tasks. So far, I have not heard him succeed in anything. I mean, PPP, which is, you think, the simplest thing, you coordinate that, giving the people he has around him, he has people with knowledge. He could use these people, delegate, and get the thing done. You think he would succeed at that? He failed. So, I agree with you. Karma is coming. Yeah, that I have no doubt about. Okay, let's see. Yes, who said that? Let's see. Somebody mentioned that Democrats have not been briefed. Susie Q says Democrats still haven't been briefed. Yes, they were briefed by the White House, but not by the right people. It seemed like, just to disrespect them. And something? I I don't know if I said that yesterday. Uh, Trump is terrified of Nancy Pelosi. That's another reason why he won't face her, on any meeting, because he senses that Nancy will bury him again, one more time. So, because Nancy is not afraid to stand up to him like she did last time and told him every road leads to Putin when it comes to Trump. And believe me, if Nancy Pelosi were to face Trump again, oh yeah, she would put him back on his place for sure. That I have no doubt about. I believe, I don't know if it was yesterday I mentioned it. She is prepared and primed for the next encounter with Trump. If he crosses the line again, like he bullies Merkel and the lady that was prime minister in England, from what I understand, he treated those women like, but these women are far more superior to Trump. Merkel has a PhD in chemistry or some kind of, a PhD. What does Trump have? This guy barely got a bachelor. Give me a break. And what does he do? He cheats people all his life, and he thinks he's better than these people. How ignorant. But anyway, let him try again with Nancy. I don't think he tried once, and Nancy put him back in his place in public when he was trying to tell Nancy something, and Nancy put him in his place saying, "Mr. President." I don't recall exactly, but all of you can. All I can remember, it was Nancy Pelosi, Schumer, and Trump and Pence. They were having a meeting somewhere in the White House where the cameras were rolling, and she stood up to him. So that put him back. He was surprised. And the last time she was there, and she told them all roads lead to Putin when it comes to Trump. So I can't wait for the next time. Okay, friends. Thank you very much for spending some time with me. I really appreciate it. Please, if you like the channel, subscribe. I would appreciate it, and tap on the bell in order for you to be notified when I'm online or when I post a video. I've not done that in a while, but I am trying to come up with new ways to make the chat better. If you have any ideas, let me know. And also the thumbnail I posted yesterday, I am going to try to change my thumbnail so I can attract more views. That's another thing that I'm working on now. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I would appreciate it. I will see you tomorrow unless something major happens later. Till then, thank you for your support. Bye.